everyone, and welcome to today's episode on time management. All right, I did a brief introduction the previous video telling you that I will start a teaching series on time management, why you should be managing your time effectively as a mom. Today I'm going to start with the topic: time is of an essence. All right, that's a popular quote. People always quote it even in the courts to tell you that time is of essence. Well, so what does that mean? It means that time is a very crucial factor or importance of part of life. It means that if you do not do a particular task within a particular given time, it is irrefutable that you are going to face the consequences that the law of that particular land attributes to you not being able to meet up with time. All right, time is very, very important. That is why we cannot treat it with levity, we cannot treat it carelessly. Everything that we do in life gravitates around time. It's not something that you can reserve or you can store. It's the same time that cuts across both the rich, both the poor, both the peasant farmer. Everybody have the same amount of time. All right, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are or how peasantry you are. You cannot say, oh, please, can you reserve me a spot of that time, just like when you try to reserve a spot in an aeroplane, or when you try to reserve a spot in a restaurant, or as a farmer when you try to store certain things in your barn, or even try to store them in silos so that it can serve more people in the community. Time cannot be stored. Once you miss certain opportunities, once you miss certain time frame, it can never be restored back. This is why we have to learn how to manage these resources that God has given to us. All right, and of course the universe is not partial. All right, the universe is very, very impartial. All right, in the way he allocates resources to everybody. He gives the same resources to everybody. The same number of time that the old has is the same number of time the young person has. The same number of time the rich person has is the same number of time the poor person has. We wake up with the same number of hours in our hands. We go to bed with the same number of hours in our hands. How can we make sure that these resources that everybody has been graciously given to, yet so limited, can effectively serve us? As mothers, it is even more important, more critical that we learn how to manage our resources, this resource called time, that we learn how to manage it. Because a mother has 100 hands. We are juggling between responsibilities. We are taking up different roles. Being the caregiver in the home, you're taking care of the child. You're taking a child or children, depending on the number of kids you have. You're the cook in the house. You're the cleaner in the house. You're everything. You're the nurse before the doctors come. Everything is on your head. And sometimes for people like us that still have bedwetters, you have to wake up in the middle of the night, go, wake a child up to go to pee, or make sure that, if the child had already peed, you change the bed sheets, you change the clothing. You're a midnight guard. We don't ever get full hours of sleep. Sometimes when I see my husband sleep, oh, how I wish I can sleep like you. No, we don't ever have straight sleep. While everybody can trivialize how they use their time, you as a mom can't. You can't treat your time carelessly, because you are like the center of the earth that holds your family. I lost myself in the track there because my kids just woke up and knocked at the door. Like I said, you cannot trivialize your role as a mom, because you are like the center of the earth. You are like that center that holds the very existence of your family. Without you, your family is going to collapse. You are the center holding everybody. That is why you must learn how to manage your time effectively so that you'll be able to create balance between all the tasks that you are carrying on your shoulder, so that nothing around you suffers, your family doesn't suffer, and your personal life as well doesn't suffer. Because some people, even in the midst of juggling family responsibilities, some women also have to run their businesses, run their careers, or even just do personal things for themselves. How do you make sure that all these things are being maximized and effectively done so that no area of your life is suffering? This is why time management is very, very important. Creating a balance in your family is essential in maintaining a healthy family and a supportive family. When your time is not properly managed, you just look around your family, just look around you. You will tell whether you are managing your time effectively. Are you constantly under pressure? Are you constantly overwhelmed? Are you constantly... there was a time in my life that, I was constantly overwhelmed. I was constantly under pressure because I didn't know how to manage my time. In fact, I didn't know that time management was even important, was an important factor as a mother. So many responsibilities were on my shoulders. I had three young kids, all below 5 years old. I had 5 pregnancies in 6 years. Oh my goodness. My body was always constantly under pressure. I had a business to run. I had classes to teach. I had orders to take. Oh my goodness. And then because I felt I needed money, any order that comes in, I don't scrutinize, I just take. I'm like, I'm going to take this, I'm going to do this. And so I'm constantly putting myself under pressure. I have a baby that I'm nursing. I don't sleep well through the night. I have to still make cakes to give to clients. And then some people will come in with last minute orders, and then I'll still take them and I'll try to deliver. Oh my God, it was so overwhelming. And then I started suffering in my health. I was having constant migraine. My BP was shooting up so high, and I wasn't even hypertensive, but I was constantly under pressure. I was constantly under stress. And you know one thing, stress is the biggest factor that contributes to a lot of sicknesses, a lot of diseases, especially heart diseases. You have to be careful with that. That is why you need to manage your time as a mom so that you don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel overwhelmed, and then you start piling up stress upon stress. Stress will affect every area of your life. It will affect your physical health. It will affect the health of your family. Your relationship with your spouse would dwindle because you're not managing your time effectively. How can you make sure that you manage your time very well? Planning and organizing your time effectively can reduce stress and the feeling of being overwhelmed, all right? Effective time management enables you to accomplish more tasks effectively and faster. You don't have to spend so much time doing a particular task. As a mom, how can you make sure that you're managing your time very well? The first thing that I will tell you to do is to make sure that you have a list of things that you need to do per day. Write down what you need. I have a phone, and my phone, while I'm on my bed in the night, I put out tasks that I need to do in a day, all right? That gives me like an idea of what I need to do the next day and how my day is supposed to be framed. And then whatever task that you have to do, always make sure that you put a time frame on it. You know, I know that this is a big challenge. One of the things that is so difficult in time management is allocating time to a particular task. As mothers, it's usually very difficult for us because you may enter the kitchen now to cook something, and then one child will be crying somewhere, and then you leave whatever you're cooking, and then you're running round in circle, and before you know it, the whole day is spent. You probably haven't even achieved anything so tangible. You're so tired, and you're wondering, where did all my strength go? How did the day run so fast? That's because you did not plan this time properly by allocating time frames to it. I just finished my master's degree, and while I was running my master's, one of the things that I realized was that when we are giving assignments to write maybe a 2,000-word essay, all right, I noticed and observed that some students would take like 4 weeks to write a 2,000 word essay and even demand for extra time because of lack of proper time management. This essay could take you just between 3 to 7 days of proper reading and writing to be able to achieve. But some people will take enough time and even demand extra time to achieve the same thing. This could also be brought home as a mother. That particular task that you're doing, does it have a time frame? For me, I see people say, I can cook 5 meals in a day, blah, blah, blah. See, I'm not going to spend 5 hours in the kitchen cooking or 5 hours doing laundry or 5 hours. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. I try to say, if I'm writing something on my laptop, on my tablet, I'm working on a book now, I give myself time. I'm just going to work on this book for 1 hour because there are other things around me that is demanding my time. I'm doing this video now. My kids just woke up from sleep. I just have 20 minutes or so to do this video and go and attend to them. I'm not going to do the video for more than that. All right. So everything has to be properly planned and put in a time frame so that you are achieving a particular goal at a stipulated time. If you're going to wash plates, if you're going to do a business, if you're going to go out to visit a friend, have a time frame. Stop wasting the time and resources that you have. Is so limited. There's so many responsibilities on your shoulder as a mother that you cannot afford to loiter and waste away that time. Time management is key. It's very, very important. Put a time frame in whatever you're doing. Put a time frame in that cooking. Put a time frame in that cleaning. Put a time frame so that you can free up time for yourself to do the things that you want to do as a mother for your own self, for your self-care, for your personal growth and development. And also learn how to allocate tasks. When I was so much stressed, I didn't know how to manage my time. I didn't feel I was productive. I'm telling you, I was just running round in circles, all right? But being able to manage my time and understanding that loving myself is very, very important. And so I began to eliminate anything that will cause me stress, anything whatsoever that will cause me stress. If unforgiveness is going to cause me stress, oh, I'm trashing you, man. Anything, if you keeping the house is clean, is going to cause me stress. Oh, I'm going to find people that will do that. I'm going to allocate that task because I needed peace from within me to be able to come out from within me to outside. Because if I do not have enough love inside me for myself, I will not be able to reciprocate it to my family. And finding myself in that place of peace, in that place of loving myself, in that place of having time for my personal growth, for myself, allowed me to go back to do my master's. All right, had so many certifications to my name just within a short time frame. And I was also able to guide my children. I can see them growing in various areas of their lives. My daughter Nicole plays the football. Karen does the gymnastics. And Nicole at 8 years wrote a book and she's a published author. And Karen used to have difficulty reading. She couldn't even read right before she turned 7. But freeing up time for my own self by delegating tasks and just taking away anything that is irrelevant, that doesn't demand my time, helped me to be able to focus on her and tutor her myself. That now Karen loves to read. She reads 1 book every single week. I'm so proud of her. What I'm saying in essence is time management is key for you as a mom, because it is the center of how your family is run. It is the center of how you're able to manage everything around you. The health of your family, the growth of your family, your own growth revolves around how you manage your time as a mom. Ineffective time management can lead to so many challenges for you, especially in the area of your health as a mother. If you do not know or learn how to manage yourself, manage your time, create relaxation points for yourself, like I said before, your stress level is going to skyrocket through the roof. That feeling of being overwhelmed and not being able to meet up to responsibility that you already have in your face makes you feel like a failure, and having stress and just that feeling raises your cortisol level, and it impacts on both your physical health, both your mental health. You start feeling so anxious, your sleep pattern gets disturbed, and once your sleep pattern gets disturbed, it affects every area of your life. As little as you think time management is, it is like the center that your whole life depends on. Remember what I said when I started this teaching series: time is of essence. What are you going to do with your time? How are you managing your time? Do you think time management is a skill that you need to learn as a mother? I think it's a skill that you should learn as a mother, all right? Your takeaway from today's teaching should be: manage your time by planning out what you need to do per day and setting time frame for each of them. Learn how to delegate tasks. If you have children that you can delegate tasks to, delegate those tasks. If you have a spouse that can help you, ask for help. Don't die in silence. If there are things that do not need urgency to be done, leave them off and do them the next time. All right? That's why you have to have a to-do list, because it will help you to understand what are your priorities, what are the most important things for you to do per day. I had a degree in Fine and Applied Art. I love to visualize things. Having those stuff written down helps you to visualize and conceptualize how your day is going to pan out. Forget whatever eventualities that may turn up in the day, but just have a mental picture of how you want your day to look and work towards it. Set boundaries. Set boundaries. Know the things that you can take and the things that you cannot take. I know those days when I used to collect so many orders that I made money, but I didn't enjoy it. All right. So I started setting boundaries. I stopped collecting orders that came in late just because I needed to get in tune with myself, love myself, and protect my peace, because my peace was very, very important. I saw how when I didn't have peace within me, when I didn't have calmness, when I was constantly stressed, it affected every area of my life. I was angry at everybody. I was just learn how to plan your day and allocate time for everything. Remember, time is of essence, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Mother Space Lounge and on YouTube at Mother Space Lounge, and also our website on www.motherspacelaunch.org. I have a couple of books that I have written that is live on seller, and I would love you to go check them out. All right, one of them is the Goal Setting Planner. The Goal Setting Planner will help you to manage, visualize your goals, what you want to achieve for 2024. Write them down. You can download it. It's free of charge. All right, and then I also have the Baker's Handbook. If you're a new baker or you just want to learn basic and fundamental recipes and directions on how to bake different cakes and different snacks, all right, go check that out and download it and have a copy for yourself to be a guide to you. And also my latest book, The Living Mom Behind the Invisible Bar, where I shared my story of my struggles with unforgiveness, pain, sickness, diseases, and how I overcame and keep overcoming. There I shared lots of principles and things to watch out for in identifying the tricks and tactics of the devil, and how you can remain victorious every single day of your life. All right, go check them out. Take care and have a beautiful day.